Now we will perform the next practical, that is practical number 9, functionality of demultiplexer. So here we will be testing demultiplexer output. Here we will be using IC 74154, which is a 1:16 demultiplexer decoder IC. This IC, the functionality is a little bit complicated than what we have studied in theory straightforwardly. So let us see. This being a 1:16 demultiplexer, it has 4 select inputs labeled as A, B, C, D, and it has one strobe input which is active low. So strobe is nothing but enable. So depending upon the manufacturer and the IC, it is varyingly called as strobe or enable. So here it is called as a strobe. This is active low. As you can see here, there is a small circle or bubble. Now this is pin number 18 is data pin, but again this is inverted. So whatever data you give at the pin number 18, before applying to input, it is inverted, as you can see. And it has 16 output lines. Again the output lines are inverted. So whichever line we are selecting through this select input, that output will be equal to the data input, and output on other lines will be high because the outputs are inverted. So normally we have the lines which are not selected, output on those lines will be 0, but since here output is inverted, the lines on which there is no data, those will be high as these are inverted. So this is a little bit complicated than than what we have studied in a theory. So this complication is a slight complication that you have to first understand. So what is the data we give here? That will be at the output, provided strobe is low, and we give that address, or we select that in output line. So for example, if we select output line 1 if we select the output line Y0 by selecting A, B, C, D, all zeros, then whatever is the data at the input, that will be at the line Y0. Rest of the line will be high. Strobe should be low for all these operations. If strobe is set high, then every operation is disabled, and in that condition all the outputs are high. So let us verify a few sample cases. For this purpose, we will select input, we will select the output line Y0, then we will select line Y2 and Y5. So we will take the only sample output, because all operations are similar, so only we will test sample output. Now we have made a sample connection of line Y0 to the output LED, line Y2 to the output LED, and line Y5 to output LED. To avoid the clutter, we are taking these 3 samples only. Now we have made strobe high. Now in this case, the output will be output line will be selected only when strobe is low, because this is a active low strobe input. Now we have made strobe high. So as you can see, when strobe is high and as the outputs are inverted, these output you can see are the LED is glowing for these 3 connections for which we have made. So the same will be the case for remaining output. Now if we make any change, now for example here we can see that all 4 select lines are 0. It means it should have selected line Y0. The input should have appear at the line Y0 at the output. But since strobe is high, whatever change we make at the input, output Y0 doesn't change. Now this is our input is 0. Now we make input high. You can see output is still high, and we make again 0, output is still high. Now see, this all 4 select lines are 0. So now we make this strobe input low, and now you can see this is 0 0 0 0. So Y0 is the line that is activated, so input should appear at Y0. Now input is 0, output is 0. So this input is first inverted, becomes 1, and then at the output again it is inverted and it becomes 0. So this is this. Now if we give input 1, then output Y0 is also 1, as you can see it. Okay, so again we make it 0. Now we'll take our second sample condition. We'll make the select input as 0 0 1 0. So this will make 1. So this is 0 0 1 0. Now you can see that this input appears on line Y2. Input is 0, so output is 0. Now we make input 1, and the output is 1, and again we make input 0, output is 0. Now we will make the condition, the select line as 0 1 0 1. So we will make first this 0 and this 0 1 0 1. So this select input is now 0 1 0 1. Now input is 0, and you can see output Y5 is also 0. And if you make input 1, output Y5 is also 1. The rest of the output are high, because here outputs are inverted before taking the output, and therefore other output lines are high. Again we make this input 0, and you can see output Y5 again becomes 0. So this is 0. This way we have verified the demultiplexer function.